game-changing discussions on the big ideas that shape our thinking. This is One2One.
Hello and welcome to the One2One podcast, the series of game-changing discussions on the big ideas and issues that shape our thinking and help move society forward. Today on the show, we have a man who needs no introduction. Dr. Onyema is chairman and chief executive of Airpeace, an airline whose reputation has literally taken to the skies along with the hopes and aspirations of millions of Nigerians at home and abroad. On the 30th of March 2024, Airpeace became one of only 4 locally operated commercial airlines to embark upon the coveted Lagos-London route in recent times. His indeed is a made in Nigeria story. Dr. Onyema, welcome to One2One.
Thank you very much for having me here.
Thank you very much for joining us. I'm extremely pleased to have you. Your maiden flight, let's start there. Your maiden flight from Lagos to London on the 30th of March this year. Simply incredible. Tell me how that made you feel to achieve such an amazing feat.
Well, to me, all of that was one of my happiest days of the journey. It took 7 years of struggle for us to get there. And I must say, not well done to Airpeace. I must say well done to Nigeria.
Yeah.
I must say congratulations to Nigeria, not congratulations to Airlines. One of my happiest moments, because in the last 10 years, or 7 years, Nigerians have been running under a very high fares.
Indeed.
Going to the UK for 6 hours journey. In the last 12 the people been the last 5 months people paid as much as 17 million naira for business class and paid as much as 5 million, 6 million for economy. And I found that very unacceptable.
Yeah.
Because I know the truth. Airpeace does fly to China. This is 14 hours, non-stop flying, 14 hours, coming back to Banzo. And don't even charge out to 10% of the debt, asking Nigerians to pay for 6 hours flight. We fly to China, to India too.
Yes.
Mumbai.
To Mumbai.
Yes, we don't think that can happen. We do 6 hours like London to Jeddah. Nothing near what we said. So you need to wonder what was happening.
Yes.
And the other far-flung airlines took advantage of that. But we didn't do that because this is Nigeria.
Yes.
It's our own country. It's about patriotism.
Yes.
Now that we brought it down to 4 million naira, it's even less than 4 million naira now for business class. We brought it down to 1.2 million, even another further rebate for students of Nigerian origin in the UK, Canada, Europe, and America.
Yes.
We brought all this thing down. Nigerians started cancelling the flights they had already booked to these other airlines. That was all led to the price crash.
Naturally.
They led to sell themselves and they burst down to my belongings. So our happiness is that today my fellow citizens of Nigerian Boring will fly. They don't need to fly Airpeace. It's not about Airpeace. They can fly any other airline, and they're flying at the right price.
Yes. Of course, government support, incredibly important. And I remember from one of your interviews, you talked about the concept of what a national carrier is. A lot of talk about Nigeria having its own national carrier. But I believe you said, if I remember correctly, that if an airline flies out of a particular country, it has an ambassadorial role. It's representing that country. So Airpeace is a national carrier, just like Delta is a national carrier, just like Virgin is a national carrier. Can you talk a bit more about that?
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right, but
see, the word national carrier connotes government ownership.
yes,
Countries don't go that route anymore. The idea is not more remote. Countries don't go that route anymore. Government has no business doing the business of airline. What government needs to do is to provide a level environment for the private sector. So it's why
thrive.
And that's what President Tinubu is doing presently now. And it's supposed to be cool. I believe that my country, like 2023, was talking about national carrier. Something that, and then many years ago, British Airways like national carrier. It was still owned by the IAG group. Delta, America doesn't have a national carrier. And so, a country as big as Nigeria should have had a national carrier. What happens now is flag carrier. Countries do flag carrier, national flag carrier, not national carrier. The difference is that the national carrier follows government
ownership.
National flag carrier is privately owned, private investment, but supported by the country. You're flying the flag of your country. The government of your country will support you. Nobody can do it better for you than your own.
Absolutely.
Nobody. Yeah, we'll have proved that in aviation now. We'll have proved that by not cashing in on the fare regime that was very exorbitant.
Even though you had the opportunity to do so.
We had the opportunity. Now, Nigerians, we're happy for our people. And if you want to fly BA, no problem. We're not against that. They fly at the right price. Once you fly out of the country on a scheduled operation in presenting your country, the national flag.
You're a national flag.
So we are national flag carrier. Absolutely. National carrier.
Absolutely. And let me press further, just slightly further on that point. Something else you said, and I understand something of this, being chief executive of a Made in Nigeria organization like the Duchess here as well. You talked about your philosophy concerning the ownership of Airpeace. I believe you said, actually, Airpeace no longer belongs to Alan Onyema. It belongs to 220 million Nigerians. Tell me a bit more about that. That really excites me.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was telling them that they should look at the ownership, the supposedly ownership of a particular business in Nigeria. We should be looking beyond that analysis to understand that every business enterprise at this level is providing jobs for the population.
Yeah.
Creating opportunities for everyone. Paying heavy taxes that the government will use to touch the lives of the citizenry. So it's no longer Alan Onyema and his family, they own Airpeace. No. This Airpeace is owned by over 220 million Nigerians. And that's why they have right to question the things we do. When we go wrong, they should call us to order and when we do what they should commend us. And try to support it and support other investments like Duchess Hospital. I've been to this hospital and I was wowed with what I saw. I've been to hospitals all over the world. I've been to America, I've been to all the continents. I don't see anything lacking in Duchess Hospital.
Wow, high praise indeed.
No, I'm not trying to patronize. I've been here and I've recommended people to this place. My attention was drawn to this place when I read I saw in the papers that the former vice president, Yemi Oshibajo, came here. And that was very encouraging. He patronized a Nigerian hospital.
He made a point of doing that. Yeah.
So I said, if he went there, that means it's a mobile. So when I wanted to do my wellness test, complete wellness test, like we used to do in London, you go to Dubai, Cromwell, and they do wellness test for you. You go to the US, they do all that kind of thing. And decided to come here. And when I came here, the package I saw was also everything. Both for cancer, both for everything. I did all. The equipment up on the glass. The technology here is the same as something flying in America, fly in the UK. So why would I patronize here? So we have a facility here that meets all standards. And I encourage people to patronize it. It's our own.
It is. The most populous black nation on the planet by 2050 will be the third most populous country in the world. But there are a number of issues. Let me talk to you about workforce migration. I think you touched on it earlier. The quality and the strength of our workforce is directly related to our productivity and the state of our nation. There is this JAPA syndrome, workforce migration. Can you speak a little bit about that and how you see that it may touch the aviation industry or perhaps other sectors, maybe even health?
Yeah, the jackpot syndrome or workforce migration, as you may call it, is affecting every facet of our life. The present trend is caused by both realities and perception. But realities and perception that when you go out there, everything is rosy, everything is get a little on the platter of work. It's not true. It's not true. However, the world is a global village. I'm not against people who want to travel, who want to sink their greener pastures, but weigh your options before you do that. Nigeria is the only place under the sun that you see somebody on the street. You see him in the next 5 months, he has become somebody else. Because this is a Belgian country. This country is Belgium. There are so many things one can do.
Opportunities.
So many opportunities that can even in our problems. If you discover the problem within your vicinity, you're the first to discover the solutions to such problem. They're on their way to becoming a better. But abroad, it's already a mature economy. Canada is a mature economy.
It is.
America is a mature economy. UK is a mature economy. There's nothing you want to offer them. You only go there to work. Yes, you live good life because the electricity is constant and but I think in certain government they are trying to make things work. We almost make it work. When it works, this will be a better place to be. I'm not against people going abroad. But when they go there, for goodness sake, let them look for those services that are not in this country. Look at those services. Bring them back. Go abroad with the mindset that I'm coming home. What I don't like is a situation where people say, you see this useless country, I'm living in it, and you don't want to contribute to the well-being of your place on birth. Let them go there. Then look for. There are millions of things abroad. Services, all kinds of services, all kinds of products that you don't see yet. Come here and replicate those services, and you're on your way to becoming a millionaire. That's what we should be doing. Go there, look at what those things that are lacking in our country, bring them back. Dutchess Hospital has done this. What I see here is if I'm in London and I'm maybe sleeping, and you drop me, and I wake up in Dutchess Hospital, I would think I was still in London. No, that's the truth.
That's the reverse of the Bronx effect.
Yes. I was still in London. Yeah. I was still in London. I take me around, just hide Lagos, and the bus is passing, so that I don't see it. Just within your premises and everything, they set up, and the services, I was still thinking, I'm in London. Yeah. So what you guys did was to go out there and import the kind of services that we deserve.
Absolutely.
That's what is happening here. So let everybody who is doing the jackpot thing, we're not against them. They have their reasons for why, and things we are not present for them. So I had no problem. They go there, but please, when you get out there, look for what you can bring back to Nigeria to contribute to the growth of this country.
Absolutely, thank you. I mean, certainly at the Duchess, part of the making of this hospital is Nigerians returning to give back to this country. We actively support young people who want to go abroad, but what we hope is that they come back. I mean, I say again, Nigerians absolutely want Air Peace to do very well. But let's talk about the man, Alan Onyema. You run a very busy business, very successful entrepreneur. You're very prominent in the public eye, and you are indeed the man of the moment. But talk to me about succession planning and plans for the future. I mean, Air Peace belongs to 220 million Nigerians. We want to see it work. We want to see it thrive. But tell us about Air Peace beyond Alan Onyema. One day you will want to put your feet up, by the way, and enjoy the fruit of your labor.
Yeah, of course. Talking about succession, a lot of people are asking me, how about your children, how my enemies go? Yes, but our children, myself, my wife, my children, well, our business is not just Air Peace. and to other things, farming. So besides family, there might be need to go public someday and invite other people to, other Nigerians to key into them. But what we are trying to do is to lay a very solid foundation. Why do you want to go public? Are you going to public like some people advised me even some 4 years ago, and then why not make money? The dealer this is worth over so billion dollars now. We can sell some shares and make money and cash out and move away. Yes, if I put up a piece today for sale, I'm not, and for any company I can give me over $10 to come and sit down here and what so, but it's not about that. At the same time, if I go public, now, why am I going public? Is it because I want to cover some of my investment and move away and allow this legacy to die? My family refused. We refused to go public at this time. We believe that we're still laying a foundation. We are not yet there. We want to lay a very solid foundation so that when it goes public, we shake it. It will be as strong as ever. Of course. I want a piece to outlive me, outlive our generations. I used to tell our staff that take a piece as your family business. Audience, own your department. Sometimes I talk to staff, they say, no, sir, no, we can't do this. You do understand? And I like that. You're not going against me. You're respectfully telling me, no. You see, in management, people argue. You don't do this to my department. I think this that I like to see that.
You've empowered them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And watch. I sit down and watch. So that's the kind of company we are running for. And just we want a situation whereby I used to test out, work in a way that somebody said, my great-great-grandfather worked in the city. My great-grandfather worked at Cruz. My great-grandfather worked at this. My grandfather worked in that piece. My father worked in that piece. I hear about working in that piece. I'm going to retire in 3 years' time. My children are working in that piece. That means generations.
Yes.
That's what we want to create. Some of these American airlines started almost 100 years ago.
They're institutions.
Yes, so they're institutions. So this is the kind of legacy in One2One. That's why both saying that Ep1 actually belongs to 220 million Nigerians. So someday we are going to go public and make it available to other Nigerians to acquire shares and company. For now, we're just building
the foundation, strengthening the foundation. How about you as an individual? Say it again, you run a very demanding enterprise. What do you do to manage the stress of it? Talking about your health, your self-management, your self-governance. Yeah,
that's why I have working with you without the maintain, and most importantly, make sure I have a select group of people who are willing to work and who are mean to many difference. It's not been easy. Aviation, 1 year to mistake can take you out. So it's all about safety and safety and safety.
Yes.
One job researching that is, you see, our engineering is one of the best in the world. We are using AI, designing aerospace industries, to manage actual systems. We 12 people from online working for us. And in aviation, there's nothing like from Nigerians and Nigerians, and when you don't have the expertise about, then they come and train Nigerians. They have to think over someday. So when you have that kind of thing, even if you find yourself still working 34 hours, not 24 hours.
Every hour God sends.
Yeah, so like I told you this morning, I slept up to what hamster because I want to be very late. It's like that, but it gives me joy. My joy is seeing the thousands of places, even means of live people. That's my joy. That's my kick. That's my motivation. So, and I relaxed, and that's the reason I came to Dutchess. To my
Wellness check. That's right. Which is about primary prevention. Yeah.
Let's go at it. Take a little time. And so, and of course, I play table tennis.
You do
in the evenings in my office with my staff.
With your staff.
Play for 2 or 3 hours. Then I go back to shower, go back to business again. Then of course, in the night, that's a very bad habit of mine. I relax by watching YouTube. I watch dances on Afrobeat.
Right. Okay.
I watch dances and I'm my favorite comedians on this common part. I just look out for people like Macaroni.
Right, okay. Yes.
People like Kiki. I don't try to see them brought something new.
All made in Nigeria.
All made in Nigeria.
Yes.
I just try to see them brought something new. I wrote to the dances. I asked what's their dances about TikTok for 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You're connecting with the younger generation.
Of course, I come with my children.
You club with your children.
Yes.
Yeah.
The club is not totally bad. They just sit down, dance, and nails and I go out. I club with my kids at that.
Interesting. So aviation, what do you find exciting about the future of aviation? AI, any innovation in there that gives you a kick?
In Nigeria, certain things are evolving. We're not yet there. But I see Nigeria's, the way the camera is trying to grow, I see the aviation industry in the next 8 years plus on. Nigerian Airlines, we don't have access to financing, we don't have access to drivers. All the airlines in the world, what they do,
Chinese space to went.
They don't own those planes. Nigerians think Nigerian Airlines are at least trying. We own our planes. In the outside world, you can even take load to buy your shoes.
Yeah. You can drive whatever car you want.
Any kind you want.
You don't have to pay a dime.
But over here, we buy our planes. We have to, just like we buy houses here, you have to have everything cash.
Yes.
You borrow from the bank, it's 20% interest on your funded. Which is not easy. So Nigerian Airlines are really trying. But if the government or President Tinubu succeed in being what they try to be through as a scale or now, Nigerians will celebrate.
Absolutely. Let me finally ask you the mother of all questions. I mean, you are at the moment enjoying a headwind of goodwill. The entire nation wants you to do well. Air Peace has become a national treasure. You are the quintessential patriot, in my view. So should you get the call, I know you've told me that you're not interested in politics, and I totally accept your word for it, but should you get the call asking from who? Very good question. I say that since you've told me you're not interested. Would you consider running for political office?
It's not my agenda.
It is not in your agenda.
Because I started this right from secondary school. This is something that it's just part of me. I love humanity.
Cool.
And I love my country. I love humanity. So, listen, I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And see, people everywhere I go, thank you for us. Thank you. That is it. I have no agenda in my mind. It's not about politics. I've never contested for even other
local government chairman.
The highest I was being was the sports minister in UI. When I went to university.
Right.
So I don't have political aspirations. I'm doing this solely for what I believe in. I believe in innovation. I believe in mankind. I believe in humanity. As well, I believe in the well-being of everyone. That is me. We're not for political considerations.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Alan Onyema. It has been an immense pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for joining us on One2One. We've been talking to Dr. Alan Onyema, Chairman and Chief Executive of Airpeace. I hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we have. See you next time on the One2One podcast.
For more information about this program and other episodes, visit us on YouTube and on one2oneshow.com. One2One is available as a podcast on Spotify, Apple, Podbean, and a variety of podcast platforms.